Minute 53.28 seconds. That number has survived disco, the fall of the Berlin Wall, dial-up internet, and 43 years of women trying to run faster than it. It belongs to Jarmila Kratochvílová, set in Munich in 1983, and it is the single oldest world record left in all of track and field. This week in Birmingham, 3 women are closer to touching it than anyone has ever been, and you're about to meet all 3. The 2026 European Athletics Championships are running from August 10th to 16th at Alexander Stadium, and this is the first time in the 92-year history of these championships that a British city has hosted them. Around 1,600 athletes from 49 federations are here. But the race everyone circled the moment the schedule dropped is the women's 800 meters. Because right now it has 3 of the best athletes this event has ever produced, all racing each other, all in career best form at the same time. Start with Audrey Werro. 14 months ago, almost nobody outside Switzerland knew who she was. She's 22 years old, and this year she became the 3rd fastest woman in the history of the 800 meters. In June, at the Stockholm Diamond League, she chased down Keely Hodgkinson in the final 40 meters and ran 1 minute 53.98 seconds, a time that broke Caster Semenya's 8-year-old Diamond League record and cut almost 2 full seconds off her own personal best in a single race. 3 weeks later, in Paris, she went even faster, 1 minute 53.80 seconds. That made her the first woman to break 1:54 since Kratochvílová did it in 1983. She is currently the fastest woman on the planet this year, and it isn't close. Then there's Keely Hodgkinson, the athlete Werro beat to get there. She's 24 years old, the reigning Olympic champion from Paris 2024, where she won gold in 1:56.72. She's also a 2-time European outdoor champion from Munich in 2022 and Rome in 2024. In February of this year, she broke the world indoor record with 1:54.87, and in March she finally won her first world indoor title in Torun, running 1:55 Brudsrud. She holds the British record too, 1:54.33, run in that same Stockholm race where she still lost to Werro. There's one thing missing from her career, though she has never won a major title on home soil. Her only major on British ground was the 2022 Commonwealth Games, also in Birmingham, where she took silver. This week, in the same city, she gets another shot at it. And then there's the wild card, Femke Bol. Most people know her as Femke Bol, a 2-time world champion in the 400-meter hurdles with 11 European gold medals and a world record in the indoor 400. In October 2025, she walked away from the event that made her famous and moved to the 800 meters. She ran her first indoor 800 in Metz in February, immediately setting a Dutch national record of 1:59.07. By the end of June, in Paris, she'd already dropped that down to 1:55.60, a personal best in her very first real season at the distance. On July 18th, in London, Hodgkinson beat her, but only just. She skipped the mixed relay at these championships entirely, just to save her legs for this event, which tells you how seriously she's taking it, even as a total newcomer to 2-lap racing. The heat's already told part of the story. On Tuesday, August 11th, all 3 cruised through. Hodgkinson ran the fastest time of the morning, 1:57.28, going straight to the front and controlling the race from the gun. Werro answered right behind her at 1:57.83, never once looking troubled. Bol won her heat in 1:59.96, calm and controlled, calling it her very first 800-meter heat at a major championship. And the depth in this field is absurd. Italy's Eloisa Coiro broke a 46-year-old Italian national record just to qualify, and in one heat, a runner posted a personal best and still only finished 4th. Today, August 13th, is the semi-final, kicking off at 12:10 local time. Tomorrow night, August 14th, at 9:46 p.m. is the final. That's where this actually gets decided. Here's why the record talk isn't hype for the sake of hype. The current championship record for this event is 1:55.41, set by Olga Minaeva of the Soviet Union all the way back in 1982. Every single one of these 3 women has already run faster than that this year, and the outright world record, Kratochvílová's 1:53.28, is now less than half a second away from Werro's fastest time this season. Nobody has been this close to it in over 4 decades. But here's the catch, and it's a real one: a championship final has no pacemakers. Nobody is being paid to drag the field through a fast opening lap. Hodgkinson has built her entire career on winning ugly, tactical, front-running races where she controls the pace from the gun and dares people to catch her. Bol brings pure speed off the final turn that nobody else in this field can match. And Werro, for all her raw times, has already said publicly that she isn't chasing the world record in her head. Right now she's chasing the gold medal, which means Friday night could go one of two ways. It could be a genuine time trial where the record actually falls, or it could turn into a slow, mean, elbows-out sprint finish, exactly the kind of race Hodgkinson has been winning for 4 years straight. So that's where we are. The fastest woman alive this year, the Olympic champion trying to win at home for the first time, and a 400 hurdles legend who's only been running this event since February and is already good enough to worry both of them. One record from 1982 and one from 1983, both sitting right in the crosshairs. The semi-final is happening today. The final is tomorrow night in Birmingham. And after everything these three have already done to each other this season, there is a real chance we watch history get rewritten in front of a home crowd. Who do you think wins at Werro's speed, Hodgkinson's experience, or Bol's kick? Drop your prediction before the gun goes off tomorrow night. Abby Steiner is suing Puma. Let that sink in. The woman who ran 21.77 seconds in the 200 meters, the woman with a $2 million sponsorship deal, the woman who won 2 world championship gold medals at just 22 years old. She is now in a legal battle against her own sponsor, claiming their defective shoes and equipment ruined her career. And if you think you already know this story, you don't. Because what actually happened to Abby Steiner is so much deeper than any headline is telling you. She was never supposed to be here. Abby grew up in Dublin, Ohio, playing soccer, not sprinting. She did not grow up in some sprint factory. No famous coach, no track dynasty, just a girl from Ohio who happened to be fast. She only started running track in 8th grade. When she got to Dublin Kaufman High School, she won 14 individual state titles. Still, at the national level, she was not a superstar. She was good, not headline good, not world famous good, just quietly and consistently dangerous. She signed with the University of Kentucky to play both soccer and track. She started all 19 games in her one soccer season and then made the decision that changed everything. She dropped soccer completely and went all in on sprinting. That one choice unlocked something nobody was ready for. 2022 is the year everything exploded. Abby Steiner ran 22.09 seconds at the UNSA Indoor Championships, a new American indoor record, the fastest time on an indoor track in nearly 3 decades. Then outdoors she ran 21.80 at the UNSA Championships, a new collegiate record. She then walked into the US Championships and ran 21.77 seconds to become the national champion. That time put her in a group with only Florence Griffith Joyner and Gwen Torrence among American women. Think about that list. That is not a list you just walk onto. And she ran 57 races that year. 57. That number matters more than people realize. At the 2022 World Championships in Eugene, she finished 5th individually in the 200 meters, then ran a 9.86 split on the second leg of the 4x100 relay, the fastest second leg in the entire race, and Team USA won gold. 2 days later, she ran the 4x400 and won gold again. 2 World Championship gold medals at 22 years old. Puma signed her. The deal was reported at over $2 million. The world had officially been put on notice. Then the body started breaking down. In August 2023, Abby had surgery on her left foot for Haglund's deformity, a bone spur pressing directly into her Achilles tendon. 1 month later, in September 2023, she had the exact same surgery on her right foot. Both feet. Back-to-back surgeries. And she still came back. She competed at the 2024 U.S. Olympic Trials at Hayward Field in Eugene, Oregon. In the semi-final, she ran 22.003 seconds, a season best, and the 5th fastest time in the world that year. It looked like she might actually pull it off. Then came the final. The last 50 meters told the whole truth. The fatigue from 2 surgeries and incomplete training showed up at the worst possible moment. She faded. She finished 6th with a time of 22.24 seconds. Gabby Thomas won in 21.81. Brittany Brown and Mackenzie Long finished 2nd and 3rd in 21.90 and 21.91. Abby's 22.24 would have made the Olympic team in every single cycle since 2000, just not in 2024. The post-race interview was raw. She cried. She told the world she had been running through serious pain in both feet and that she needed another surgery. She went under the knife a 3rd time. Now here is what nobody was ready for. While recovering from her 3rd foot surgery, Abby Steiner studied for and passed the NSCA-CAC's exam, the National Strength and Conditioning Association Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist certification. This is not some basic online quiz. Coaches and trainers spend months preparing for this exam. It covers exercise science, biomechanics, biomechanics and athletic performance at a serious professional level. She passed it on the injury table. Then she applied to the University of South Carolina's Master of Science program in exercise science and got accepted. On August 20th, 2025, she posted on Instagram, "Not a comeback announcement. Had a third surgery on my left foot, passed the NSCA CSEC's exam, and got accepted into the University of South Carolina MS in exercise science program. Taking a step back from running for the time being." For the time being. She did not say retired. She did not say goodbye. Those three words matter. And now, the lawsuit. Abby Steiner is suing Puma, alleging that the shoes and training equipment they provided her were defective and that Puma knew it. She believes these injuries are career-ending and that the products she was given contributed directly to the damage in both feet. Coach Rob, one of the most respected track analysts in the community, said it straight. A healthy Abby Steiner in the 200 meters is a guaranteed Team USA spot, not a maybe, a certainty. And she was wearing Kentucky Wildcats gear in 2022 when she was running 21.77. The Puma spikes came after. That fact alone is part of the conversation. She ran 57 races in 1 year as a developing collegiate athlete. 3 surgeries followed in 12 months. That is not bad luck. That is a system that asked too much too fast from a body that was not finished developing. Abby Steiner is 25 years old. Her 21.77 does not expire. Her talent does not disappear. And she did not say she was done. What she did, earning a professional certification, enrolling in graduate school, and now taking legal action against a $2 billion brand, says everything about who she actually is. She was never just a sprinter. The track world is waiting, and if she comes back healthy, this story is nowhere near finished.